Hi, and welcome back to the Prescription for Career Success podcast. I'm Dr. Christy Taylor, and today we're diving into a conversation that makes a lot of people nervous: salary negotiation. I've coached so many professionals, especially federal workers and career pivoters, and the moment we get to the money talk, there's always a pause, a bit of hesitation. I'll hear things like, "What if I come off as greedy? I'm just lucky to get an interview. I don't want to mess this up." And I get it. The fear is real. But here's something I want you to remember. Being grateful for the opportunity and knowing your worth are two completely different things, and they can absolutely exist at the same time. So let's talk about how to approach salary negotiation without underselling yourself and without feeling like you're walking on eggshells. First things first, do your research and then anchor high but fair. One of the most common mistakes I see is people showing up with no number in mind or picking one that's way below market value. If you're applying for a role, take the time to look it up on salary.com, PayScale, Glassdoor, whatever tools you trust. Filter it by your city, your experience level, and your industry. Don't just stop at the average, look at the top of the range too. If the going rate is $80,000 to $100,000, you shouldn't be shy about saying, "Based on my research and experience, I'm targeting $95,000 to $100,000. That's called anchoring. It gives you room to negotiate while signaling confidence. Now, for my federal folks, don't let your old GS level keep you in a box. I see this all the time. You're transitioning out of a federal job, and you automatically assume that your next role should pay in the same ballpark. No, that's not how it works in the private sector. In the private sector, it's about impact, results, the problems you can solve. If you've been leading cross-agency initiatives, managing million-dollar budgets, or coaching teams across multiple regions, that has value, regardless of your last pay grade. So you're not negotiating based on what you used to earn. You're negotiating based on the results you can deliver. That leads me to my next point. You've got to know your value and be able to talk about it. What I call your return on impact. You need to walk into that conversation with examples. Not vague, "I'm a hard worker" stuff. I mean hard data. Have you reduced costs, boosted efficiency, increased client retention, improved workflows? Whatever it is, name it, own it, and connect it to the role. Say something like, "In my last role, I reduced operational delays by 30%, rolled out a new onboarding program that improved retention, and managed multiple stakeholder relationships across 4 teams. I bring that same energy and innovation here." You're not just asking for a number, you're justifying it. Next, timing matters. Don't rush the money talk. If they bring it up early, great, but if not, wait until the final stages when they're ready to make an offer. If they ask you your range before you're ready, try this: "I'm open to a competitive offer that reflects the responsibilities of the role and the expertise I bring. I'd love to learn more about the expectations first." Simple, direct, and it keeps the door open. Also, remember that salary is just one piece of the puzzle. Look at the whole package: bonuses, PTO, 401k match, healthcare, remote flexibility, professional development stipends. If the base salary isn't quite where you want it, ask, "Is there flexibility in offering a signing bonus or training budget?" It shows that you're reasonable, but also strategic. One more thing I want to emphasize: practice. Say the number out loud, rehearse the conversation, role play it with a coach or someone you trust. And when you state your number, stop talking. Silence can feel awkward, but it's powerful. Let them process and respond. The moment you start backpedaling or filling the air because you're nervous, you risk undermining yourself. Listen, negotiating your salary isn't about being pushy or difficult. It's about owning your work and asking for what's aligned with your value. You've put in the effort. You've done the work. Now it's time to step into that conversation with clarity and confidence. You've got this. And remember, your worth isn't up for debate. Thanks for tuning in to the Prescription for Career Success podcast. See you in the next episode.